As of now, what we discussed as of now, so the discussion points are one is enterprise structure. Okay, so enterprise structure, and the other one which we are discussing about the master data, right? So here, if you see that the enterprise structure is the configuration, right? It's a configuration, and the master data is the it is like a master data, which is the maintaining at the production system. So configuration generally will maintain at development system, but master data you have to be maintained in the every system. That means if you created master data in the development system for testing purpose, again when you are planning to do the some testing in the quality system, again you have to create the uh, same master data, different master data. You have to create the master data again in the quality system, and again when in the production system also you have to do the same master data. Okay, so master data is not transportable, it's not transportable, but enterprise structure if you configure that, it is the transportable. That means we can move from the development system to quality system to production system. So no need to create manually in the quality system and production system. So by transport request you can use and you can transfer the data from the development to quality, quality to production. Okay, so that's why when you creating that enterprise structure, the system was created transport request, right? So but when you creating master data, they are all it is the end user screens, so you don't need to be uh, create transport request for this. Okay, so it is a manual creation of at each and every system. Okay, clear? Is it clear? Yeah. Okay, so configuration and customization. Configuration and customization always it will be created one transport request, and it will be stored the information in the transport. Okay, but master data is the data which is maintaining at end user screen. Okay, so it is not possible to move from one system to other system. You have to be create manually in the each and every system. Okay, then other than this configuration customization and other than master data, we have one more data, that is the transactional data. Transactional data. So what do you understand as of now? So we have that we have what kind of data we have? What kind of data we have? Data, if we converted three types, okay, one is the configuration or customization data. So if you can see that, now if you go to here, so three types of data are there. So one is the configuration data, one is configuration data, and the other one is transactional data, and the third one is master data. So we have three types of data, okay, in SAP. Okay, so we have configuration data, and we have master data, and we have transactional data. Okay, so what is the difference between these three? What is the difference between these three? So this is transactional data, okay, and this is the master data, and this is the configuration data. So what is difference? Configuration is nothing but like a when you planning to design some configuration. So according to the your client, you are planning to create plans. You are creating that company code structure and some material types. Okay, so all these are all we called as a configuration data. And master data is nothing but like a when it will be configuration when you are creating that metal master, vendor master record, and purchase info record. These are all it is like a directly we are creating in the production system because today if we got a new product again maybe after 2 days again the some other new product will come, right? So every time you will get new products and every time you are buying the new products from outside and every time you will get this new suppliers again that supplier having just different conditions, right? So it is the master data is like it is a regular type of the data, but configuration data is not like that. Once I created the plan, that means I have already structured that enterprise structure for my client. So in case if it is any change in enterprise structure like they are extending to that new project, new plans, then again it will come to the new project. But when you are designing phase only, you will be understanding that these are the plans you have, these are the company codes you have, these are the locations you have. So that is the design you are designed at development level and fixing that. But master data is not like that. Master data can be changed, can be extended, can be having the more master data have to be created, right? So master data and the transactional data is always we are creating at production system, and configuration data always which is creating at development system. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
So now tell me what is the transactional data? You understand, right? What is the configuration, right? You already understand about the configuration. Like we have created a plant, company code, okay, purchasing organizations, store locations, material types, vendor account groups, partner determination. All these are set up for design, right? Design setup. And you already understand about the master data also, right? Master data is like a type of records we are maintaining for the all the products, all the suppliers, everything, right? That is master data. So what is the transactional data? What is the transactional data?
It's like financial records and invoice data.
Yeah. So transactional data is nothing but like a regular operations. Like when in your company, whatever they are doing regular operations that you are maintaining in the transaction level. Like I'm creating today 20 purchase orders, 20 orders I'm creating. I got 1,000 customer orders. I created 30 production orders today. Okay, so like all this called as a transactional data. Regular regular transactions that we call as a transactional data. So like if you go to supermarket, they are generating bill. They generating bill for one customer. Again next customer they are generating different bill. Again the next customer again they will be generated different bill. It depends on the what product they have bought, right? So that means every time they are generating new bill according to the what they are bought. So that is the like transaction. That transaction. Okay, so like if you go to the bank, okay, you just posted UPI, so that is your one transaction. So you now if you posted one UPI transaction, again might be after 2 minutes, 3 minutes, again you can post one more transaction also, right? So transaction is the regular operations. Okay, but if you see that if I created the account number, okay, if I created that mail ID and the mobile address, mobile number, KYC, all these things, it is not needed every time to do. So it is only one time to do update, right? That kind of data we call as a master data. Okay, and configuration is that like okay, we have ICICI bank, we have SBI bank, we have okay, like different banks are there. So we just designing that in the bank again, saving account is there, loan account is there, trading account is there, like that. So this design and all we are developing. So that is a configuration data, right? Clear? And when you creating the customer, like I'm the customer which I opened the account, so for me there is a new account number, for me it is like a new uh, checkbook, and for me new reference number, everything it will be there, right? So that will be the what it is. It is called master data. And I'm doing the some transactions, like I'm just withdraw the stock, withdraw the amount, I just deposit the amount, I just transfer the amount. These are all the transactions, right? You got that? What is the difference?
Yes.
Okay. So as of now we discussed that configuration data. Okay. And we just discussed about master data, but let's see the transactional data. So for now, try to understand that the process. First, you need to be understand that what is the business process actually. So when you are planning to implement any business steps, business process for your client, first you need to be understand that how they are running their business. Okay, how they are planning to get. So everything you have to be understand from the business side, the client, what process they are following. Okay, so let's say my client, let's say assume that my client is following one process. What is my client is processing? Okay, let's see if I'm just okay. So okay, now let's see. Okay, so now I'm just telling one example how it might be, right? So I'll just give you. Okay, so let's see my just understand that my client business. So they will be first they are releasing that some products in the market. Okay, so once they are released that product, okay, so that means they are releasing that new product, launching that new product. Okay, so let's assume that new launch product launch. Okay, so once the product launched into the market, so they are expecting to orders from the customer. So let's say they are getting the orders. Okay, so they're getting orders, then what you have to do immediately based on orders, what you have to do, you have to check that whether the product is available or not, right? So first what I will do, I'll check that stock availability. So stock availability. Okay, so I'm just checking that stock availability, what it is there. So then once stock availability is no, there is no stock, then what I will do, stock availability, if it is not there, then what I will do, I'll just raise immediately production order. Okay, so I'm just raising the production order. So for what production order? Because I got some order from the customer, so I have to be produce that product. So if the stock is not available, okay, if the stock is not available, then immediately I will be raising the production order. In case if I have the stock, let's say if I have the stock, stock is available. So what you will do? Immediately what you will do? You will be ready for delivery. You are planning to outbound delivery. That means you are dispatching the stock to the customer. So you are planning to deliver the goods to the customer. Okay. Then immediately you are doing the post goods issue. That means goods will be issuing to the customer, and you will be raising the billing to the customer. Okay. In case if there is no stock, okay, if there is no stock here, so let me raise this one. Okay. So if I suppose there is no stock, then what they will do? What they will do? There is no stock. What they will do? They will be raising that the production order, because they want to be produce that stock. Okay. So again, if you need a production order, okay, if you want to do production order, what they will check first, whether stock is available for the raw materials. So again, stock availability. They will check for stock availability of for what? Components, right? Because you need components to produce the final product, right? So to produce the FG product, you need the raw materials and packing materials, right? So what they will do? They will be they will checking the stock availability of components. In case if they have the stock, so if they have the stock, what they will do?
Production.
So if they have the stock, let's assume that if they have the stock. Okay. So now if there is a stock, what they will do? They will start the production, right? So if they have the stock, they will be, yes, stock available. So yes, stock available. Then what they will do? They will be start producing. So they will be starting producing the product. So preparation of the production. Okay. So they will start production. Once this is production is completed, what they will do? They will send to the now the stock is available, right? Once production is completed, we'll be receiving the goods to the to inventory location. So once it is receiving at inventory location, what will happen? What happened again? Once it is completed, then what will be happen? Now what they will do? So they will be connecting this to outbound delivery, because we have the stock, right? Now stock is available. So once stock is available, then what they will do? They will do the outbound delivery, right? Right? Outbound delivery will do. In case if the stock is not available, what they will do? In case stock is not available, what they will do? I'll just put here one more figure. So they will be getting the components, right? They need components because the components are not available. Okay. So in case the stock is not available here, so what they will do? No stock here. No stock. Stock available. So then what they will do? They will be raising the purchase requisition. So purchase requisition they will raise. Then from here again, what they will do? They will be checking that to who will be the supplier and all everything they will check, right? So they will check all the where we can get the stock and all. So what they will do? They will start creating the purchase order. Okay? So they will be creating the purchase order. they will create a purchase order. If once the stock purchase order is completed, okay, and now the stock is suppose now we receive the stock. So now we receive the stock. What happened if we receive the stock?
Production.
Okay, so now, okay, now we got the stock. So if we got the stock again, the available stock, let's put here, which goods is it? We receive the stock. Okay, so once we receive the goods is it, so
Again production.
once we got the stock, okay, so now we got the stock, right? Final stock we got. Now once we got the stock, that means stock availability again yes, right? So once the stock is availability, then what they will do
Production
again?
will be started.
They will
Production
they will start the
production.
production. So they will start production.
And receipt will be
Okay, I'll do like this. Here it will go to, again where it will go.
production.
So the
Start
production,
the production.
they will be going to production, right? So they will start producing the product, right? So now the stock is available, right? Stock is available. Then again it's coming to product production. Then once completed production confirmation. So product production and confirmation. You can put like confirmation. Once the confirmation is completed, you can put that for confirmation. Once the confirmation is completed, then again that stock will be coming to the inventory location. Then again it will be delivered to the customer. Then PJ is completed, right? So the entire cycle. Now, if you see that this order, okay, this is the customer order. So this created by customer. Then this is the sales and distribution. Once customer order we got, the stock availability which we are checking and we are planning that. So the planning again it is the production people. They will do the production people planning that. Okay. So whether stock is available or not available. If the stock is available, then they will deliver to the customers. Okay. If the stock is not available, then they will create the production order. So whether it's a production order or it is a purchase requisition, it depends on the material. The material, if it is we are producing own production, then it will be created production order. If the product if we always buying from outside, then you can skip this production order confirmation. You can directly go to purchase requisition, right? So now we created a production order. Once the production order is completed, we just searching for the components. For what components it is? Product A. For a product A, what are the components it is required? We are checking the stock availability. Once the stock is availability is there, then what we'll do? We'll send that goods to the production department and they will start the production and they will confirm that. Once that is confirmed, the goods is available, they will send to the customer, right? If suppose again in the production department the stock is not available, okay, then if the stock is not available, then they will be creating the, it will be reversal, okay. So the stock is not available, no stock, then they will be creating the purchase requisition for what? For purchase requisition for components, not for FG, not for main product. Components are different, main product is different, right? So if you want to be understand, you can put that X, product X, and components Y and Z. Two components are required. Let's assume that Y, Z is required. So then the purchase requisition was created for Y, comma Z based on what stock is not available. Okay. So again will be again from the purchase requisition, again you will be raising the purchase order, right? So you will be raising the purchase order. Okay, so from purchase requisition, purchase order is created. From purchase order, again that we have sent to the vendor, and vendor is delivered that product to our location. We are received the stock. Once we receive the stock, again the stock was increased in our inventory. Then it will be we can start production for the FG product. So product production. What product you are producing? X, right? You are producing X. Clear?
Yes, sir.
A production X production, okay? Product X production and confirmation. Then the stock is available now. What you will do? Stock is available. Then what you will do? You will be sending the goods to the customer. You are planning to dispatch and shipping and everything you are planning. Clear?
Yes.
So this is the way generally. If so, this is one example of the scenario. Okay. So any questions here? Did you understand any question? Any question from here?
No, sir.
Pawan? So if you can tell me that, what are the ST process? Pawan, you are there?
Yes, sir. Sir.
Okay. Okay. So what are the process are ST process? Let me put that ST process are in different colors. Okay. Just put some different color.
Orders.
I'll just put this color. So what are the ST process here? Customer order is for the sales and distribution, right? And what else? What are the other process?
No, sir. Nothing.
Outbound delivery. Outbound delivery,
Outbound
which is customer delivery, right? We are SD sales and distribution people only. They will distribute the goods to the customers, right? And now again, what else? PGI. PGI also sales process only, right? Okay. Then billing. This is customer billing. So these process are ST process. So what is the production
billing?
process? Sorry.
I'm sure.
Billing will not done by the sales firm.
Oh, sorry. Come again.
Billing goes under financial roles.
No, that's what ST and financial both they will do. So payment receipt will be done by a finance, but billing will be generated by sales only. Sales people they will generate the bill. When the customer is paying, then financial people they will be receiving the amount and they will be validating. Okay. So usually it will be a ST process, the complete cycle. Okay. Then come to the production order. What is the process? Okay, I'll just put different color. Okay. So production order confirmation. Okay. And goods is shipped at the inventory location. Okay. So this is the production process. Okay. And our material management process.
Purchase requisition.
Purchase requisition.
Purchase order.
Purchase order.
Goods receipt.
Goods is shipped. And what else?
Stock.
You will be having that. You will be having one more, which is like. You will be having one more. Invoice, vendor invoice verification. vendor invoice verification. Okay, then what financial team will do here? So they will be receiving the payments payment
Pay the
from
paying the payment.
payment from customer, okay, and paying amount to
Payment
the
to the
customer.
supplier.
The other one is payment to the vendor. So payment to vendor. So that means vendor payment. You can say payment to vendor. That means payment to vendor. So what is the link here for payment to customer from customer payments? What is the link? Billing. So based on billing only, customer will be pay. Okay. Then what is the link for payment to vendor? Vendor
Vendor
payment.
invoice.
Vendor invoice. Okay. Okay. So now this bill will be like reversal. Okay. Now clear. So if you see that product either when they release the new product or they launching the new product or it might be already existing product, anything which is okay. Okay. Then when you got a customer order, okay, before the customer orders also you may have the, some request and customer so some cases how it will be like they will be having the indent, customer indent, like what they will do, they will showcase the product in the market. Okay, so then they will be explaining about what is the product and what is the features and everything. They will be uh, adding that features. Then they will be receiving the orders from the customer. So it depends on the side. It depends on the company how they process, how they are following that process. Okay, so here also they have the product information and they have the customer info records or everything they have the in a sales order. Once they got sales order, what is this? This is customer order or sales order. It is both the same. Okay. Once they receive the sales order, they will be checking the stock availability. Why they want to be check the stock availability? So before this actually they will be creating first outbound delivery, then they will check the stock availability. Anything is okay. Okay, first they will be creating the outbound delivery. Then after creating the outbound delivery, they are trying to send the goods and they are validating the stock availability or not. So what you can do, instead of putting here, you can put this in the top stock. Okay, outbound delivery. Then they will check that the stock availability. They will check the stock availability. Okay, if first stock availability, then they will do the PGA. They will be receive the goods and they will do the PGA. If there is no stock, then from the stock here there is no stock, then they will be starting the production order. So before that, in between that stock availability and PGA, you will be having the one more step. What is that step? Can you can you think that what is the step between the PGA and stock availability? Between the PGA and stock availability, there will be one step, one more step. It is there. What is that? Any? Any idea what is that? So here it is a picking and packing and shipping, so they will be ready for that. Picking is nothing but like a they are getting stock from the inventory store location to their shipment. They're planning for picking, right? They will be do some packing and they will be doing some um, like handling units, barcodes, packaging, and customer shipment address update, all these things, right? So once stock available, then they will be pick the stock and they will do the PGA. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so now clear. So now in this process we have that sales process. So sales process started with the sales order and outbound delivery and picking and PGA and billing, then payment from customer. This is the cycle of the sales order. Now if you see the production order, they have the production order. In before this production order, you might be have the one more is there, that is called plan order. Okay, from plan order, they first they will generate the plan order, then from the plan order they will be generating the production order. Okay, clear? So because they cannot directly create a production order, based if stock is not available, then the system will be generating the plan order. From the plan order, okay, that's a production department will understand that okay, this is the plan we have to do production. So then they will be starting the production with production order. Okay, immediately they will not start, right? They have to validate what exactly they want and everything. Okay, once the production order is created and when they are planning to do all the production, they will check the stock availability, and if the stock is not available, then they will go to purchase requisition. If the stock is available, then they will do the production confirmation, production and production order confirmation. Okay, then goods is shipped to inventory location, then from there it will be go to the again picking. So from there stock is available, right? Stock available, then picking and PGA and billing and payment. If the stock is not available, then again purchase requisition and purchase orders and goods is shipped. Stock is added to the our location. So then again now the production order will be confirmed. Clear?
Yes.
So this is it is like we called, what did we call this process? Make to order process. What we call this is make to order. What is the make to order means? Based on order only, you are planning to deliver the goods. You are producing the goods. That means wherever you got the order, okay, so the stock is not, so they will not check any stock here. They will be directly creating production order and they will be confirming that production order. So they are checking the make to order stick. So this is the general process of overview. So it contains both make to stock and make to order also. So make to order and make to stock. What is the difference between make to stock and make to order? If you remember that we already discussed what is the make to order, what is the make to stock. We have taken one example and we discussed that. If you remember that. If the customer is ordered some product, based on the customer order, the customization we did and we produced the product. Okay, if we got a customer order, that customer order is the regular stock material, the stock is available, then we'll be sending the goods to the customer. So what is the difference here? What is the difference here?
I mean,
So let's go to make to stock and versus make to order. So what is the difference, make to stock and make to order?
make to stock is like regular order, and
Made
to
for
order is like
made for stock.
customized.
Yeah, make to order is nothing but like a made for order. Made for order. So what is meaning of that? Okay, so here we are keeping stock. We are keeping stock always. Okay, when there is the stock levels are down, or when there is a particular, suppose let's assume that I'm just regularly I'm just maintaining that 100 pieces of milk packets. Let's assume that milk packets. So this is my regular stock in my location. So now when the stock fall down to 50 pieces, immediately what I'll do, I'll just write the plan. I will be planning to buy the product, to fulfill the stock. So that means I have some levels. Like when it is getting down to the 50 pieces. So immediately the system checking that okay, your stock levels are 50. So actually you are maintaining 100 pieces always. So now it is down to 50. So as soon as you just raise the orders and get the stock, so that it will be fulfilled to the stock. So the order it might be having more also, or it may be the less also, but when it is getting down to the 50 pieces, then the stock is fall down to the 50 pieces, immediately stock will be rising, immediately the production order or maybe purchase requisition it will be created, and it will be getting the stock on time to fulfill the stock levels, right? So that means made for stock. So always I'm not looking for the customer orders, I'm not looking for the customer orders. I might be get orders tomorrow, I might be get maybe next 1 hour 2 hours, but what is that my I'm just to figure out that this is my level of stock always is the safety stock. Clear? So like if you go to rice merchant, so is that rice merchant will do when you order the product and they will go and they will be manufacturing or making that rice? No, right? So they have the always 100 bags or 200 bags of stock. Alright, when the 100 bags or 200 bags getting down and maybe the levels or something, then they will be immediately sending the request to the supplier to get the stock to fulfill that, right? Correct or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Right? So that is the call make to stock. That means call that is make to stock. Okay. Now, what is the make to order? So I think you already understand now what is the made for order. It's not about like a customer customization, customer requirement. As per the customer requirement, you are creating the production order, or you are producing that product as per the customer requirement. Then you are producing that product and you are delivering to the customer. So we are not keeping the stock to the we are not keeping the stock for the stock levels always. We are not keeping the stock for stock levels. We always looking into customer requirement. Once we get the customer requirement, we will be producing that product, right? So what is the best example? What is the best example where we generally get that this customer requirements? Example, if you go to furniture, sometimes what will happen, I need some furniture like sofa, customized bed, customized king size or queen size, right? Or it might be like food related items also. If there is a if you order something in the restaurant, burgers or something, okay, what will we do? If you order some 100 pieces, they will be producing that 100 pieces. Okay, okay, some products it is not will not always available in the stock. It will be they will be prepared based on the customer orders only, like birthday cakes also based on the orders only they will prepare. Ice, okay, if customized ice cream, like they want to be make something lava or something which you like, right? So everywhere there is a where there is some customization it is required, it will be going with the make to orders. Okay. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
So in this process, what is the make to stock, what is the make to order? If we got order, we have just prepared outbound delivery, we going directly to production order, and we just planning to produce the product based on availability of stock components, right? So we are not checking stock availability here, because This is the make to order. That means we got order, based on the order only we just planning that. That means whatever the stock we are planning to produce the stock, this is only reserved to this customer, some customer A. Customer A, customer A. Suppose let's say customer A. So always this product is produced for this customer. That means always, not always, when we got order, this customer A, and when they requested products next, they will be producing product X for this customer, and it is always reserved to this customer only. You cannot sell to the other customer because we are doing make to order. Okay, in case make to stock is nothing but like a, even irrespective of the customer order or irrespective of that the orders, we just directly doing the production order, keeping the stock and ready into the stock availability, then we will get the orders from the customer, then we will delivery, right? So irrespective of customer orders, we will be creating the delivery. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So any question here?
No question.
Okay. So if you see that here the levels, if you see that stock, okay, the stock availability, so stock, consider that stock is available 100 pieces. Let us assume that our level is like, this is the one level and this is the another level, this is another level. So if you see that this one, okay, if you see this one, we just called maximum stock availability, maybe maximum stock we can keep it in our location, so maximum stock level. Okay, maximum stock level. And if you go to here, the next point is level, reorder point level. Reorder point level. Okay, and the next one is safety stock level. Safety stock. That means, so the maximum I can fulfill that 10,000 quantity. Okay, suppose let's assume that in my store location stock will be like maximum quantity of 10,000, but I have just put that my levels are, that means reorder point, it is like 1,000 pieces. Okay, so 1,000 pieces. Then I just put the one more also, which is like 500, or maybe I'll just put the 300.
Less than 1,000.
Okay. So now tell me, what is the difference all these three? So the maximum stock I can fill into my location, that is 10,000, reorder point which is 1,000, and safety stock is 300. So now what is my planning is, okay, what is my planning is, when the stock is down, okay, when the stock it was down, when the stock it is down to the reorder point, that means if it is getting down to the 1,000, immediately by safety purpose the system will be generating that to fulfill my stock to the maximum stock, the remaining quantity the system will be raising the request. Okay, so let's assume that I have the 10,000 stock now. So suddenly I got some a requirement. Okay, suppose let's say I got some requirement order, which I got to some order like 2,000 pieces. Okay, so out of 10,000, if I send this 2,000, the remaining is 8,000 quantity. Now we got one more order also like 6,000. Okay, 6,000 pieces. Now what will be happen? out of 10,000, 2,000 already sold, so 8,000, 8,000 out of 8,000, again 6,000 was just sold out. So then what is the stock, remaining stock I have?
2,000.
2,000. But my reorder point is 1,000. That means
1,000.
still I'm okay. So system will not be worry about that. But when we sold out, when we sold, suppose let's say 1,000 one quantity. Okay. So 1,000 one quantity. Then what will be happen? When it will be sold out 1,000 quantity. So what will be happen? When it will be happen
Below
1,000
the
quantity,
standard point level.
then what is the remaining stock? What is the remaining stock?
999.
999. So what will be happen if it is 999? Then my reorder point level was down. It was stock down to my reorder point level. So stock fall down at 2,000. Immediately what the system will do? It will be creating the orders to fulfill the remaining stock. So again, whether it will be fulfilled to the maximum stock or whether it fulfilled to the reorder point, it depends on the your setting what you configured. Okay, but again this will be the based on the stock. So I'm not talking about anywhere the customer orders. I'm just talking about the stock levels based on the stock. I'm just preparing that. Okay, and the safety stock is nothing but like a, if suppose still we didn't receive but stock getting down to 300, that means safety stock. That means getting down means it is alert, red alert. So we are getting stock 0, so let's get it as soon the stock, which is like a some kind of the alert. Okay, clear? Till 300 okay, but after 300 down it is very difficult, because suddenly if you get a customer orders we cannot face that, so immediately have to be alert that. Okay, so like this, clear? So this is all, it will be happen based on the make to order, that means stock, based on the stock. But in this case there is not like that. If we have stock or we don't have stock, we're not bothering about that. We just bothering about when we got a customer order, based on the customer requirement only we are producing. Okay, clear? Okay, like example how it is like juices, fruit juices. So once you order the fruit juice, then only they will be preparing that fruit juice. They will not keep stock ready, right? Even for sugarcane juices and other juices and all, right? Clear? So that is a make to order. So usually either the customer, the company, they might be produce either based on a make to stock or make to order based on that. Okay, clear? So in both cases, the process steps are the same, but the stock availability checks and all, it depends on your process. Okay. So in case if it is a make to order, in case make to stock, in case of make to stock, this sales order and outbound delivery, this will not be there. It's not much consider here, because we don't bother about the customer order. We just bothering about our stock levels.
Yes.
Then stock availability, based on stock availability only, it will be raising the orders. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is the usually the process of the standard process. This is again different from process, right? Okay then. So we'll try to do our MM process. Okay. So again in MM process also again what will be happen? We have 2 minutes time, right? Let's see. If suppose in the purchase requisition, if the system is not understand. Suppose let's say to whom they need to write the order, to whom they need to write the order, what they will do? Let's assume that again it will be checking here. Okay, I'll just put the color or okay. So now the system will be checking that who is my regular vendor, right? If my regular vendor is not there, suppose they will be checking that who is the supplier. Okay, supplier availability, supplier knows or not. pen is not typing here. Okay, color was changed. Okay. So supplier known, supplier unknown. Okay, it was changed. Okay. Supplier known or supplier unknown. So do you have the regular vendor or supplier you know? So unknown. If the supplier is unknown, then what will be happen? What will be happen if the supplier is unknown? You have to search, right? Who is the supplier? You have to search that supplier, no? So what will be happen again? If the supplier unknown, so they will be starting bidding. So they will be sending the request for quotation to the market, and they are just waiting for the quotation from the multiple customers, sorry, multiple suppliers. Okay, so quotation comparison, maintain quotation, and from the quotation, what they will do? They will check that the quotation, from the quotations there will be comparison, price comparison between all the customers from all the vendors. Then once price comparison is completed, then they will select the supplier, who is the best supplier, so once we got the supplier known, then what will be happen? Now they will be creating purchase orders to that supplier. Now if I know the purchase orders, so I know the supplier, then
What is the request? Such a
they will be creating a purchase order. So purchase order by with reference to either RFQ or either it may be purchase requisition. So when if it is a supplier unknown, that means if I don't know the supplier, if I know the supplier, then they will be directly creating here. They will be creating directly to the purchase order. Clear? Any questions here? Why we need to check the supplier here? Supplier, no. Regular supplier or fixed supplier, fixed vendor or fixed supplier is fixed one, fixed supplier. If I know the fixed vendor, if I know the supplier fixed, then you can create directly create the purchase order, because you already know the supplier and you have the info record, all the prices, information, everything it is there. If you don't know, the supplier is unknown, then what will be happen? Supplier is unknown, what will be happen? They will start finding the biddings. So what is the meaning of RFQ? Do you know that RFQ? Request for quotation.
quotation.
So what is the meaning of request for quotation? So it's kind of bidding. You know bidding process? How many you know bidding process?
Tenders also.
Tenders, right? So usually if you need any supplier or any process like you are calling to bidding, you are calling for bidding, whoever they can send the goods for best prices and best quality, like so in the market we are okay, we just searching for the suppliers, we just asking them to send me the price quotation, okay, price information of the material. So we just providing what is the base here, RFQ, what is the base actually? The requirement is base of here, it was the, what is that? It was purchase requisition. Based on the purchase requisition only, it will be created RFQ. Because in the purchase requisition, what information it is there? In the purchase requisition, what information it is there? We need the stock. We need the material, which plant, on the date, and when it is required, which plant it is required, what product it is required, all this information it was there. Okay? Clear? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So this is the what it will be happen. So again in the metal management, once you got the requisition, so the base is the purchase requisition. The base is the purchase requisition. From the purchase requisition, will be creating RFQs. When, when, when I don't know the supplier. If I know supplier, then I can go with the purchase order. If I don't know supplier, then I will be going to the request for quotation. Okay, clear?
Yes.
So this is the process, material management process. So this is the called supplier identification, identification of supplier. This process, these 4 steps are called identification of supplier. Okay. Okay then. Any questions? Did you understand the process? How it will be like? Usually, this is standard process, but other process also there. But usually, like generally based on the customer orders or maybe based on the stock available, stock requirement, the MM process will be involved. Okay. Again, here if you want to be involved quality management, what you will do, where you can check the quality checks, where you can do the quality checks. Just put here quality checks. So if you talking about quality checks, where it is required quality checks. So generally, where you will do the quality checks generally, when you are doing production. Okay. So once the production confirmation is completed, the stock is based on the stock. Okay, we'll do the quality checks here, right? One is when the stock is production is completed, right? Done is one. Then the next one, where is the other possibility? Quality check. When you getting the goods from the vendor, even when we receive from the vendor also, you will be checking the quality. Right? And yes, okay. This is one quality check. The other checks are when you are doing the picking also, even when before you are sending to the customer also, you can do the quality check. Okay. So that is also possible, right? So this quality check is again quality QM management. So quality QM team will check. Quality management they have separate. They will be checking that quality inspection. They will do the quality inspection and they will check that all the they have the some parameters to match, like length, weight, and quality and liquid. All these parameters will they will check based on the product, and they will be giving that okay, these products are ready to sell to the customer. These products are good to sell. So like that they will do the quality checks. Okay, wherever there is a stock, we are planning, we are producing, or we are getting the stock, or we are issuing to the customers. At that point, the quality checkups will be happen. The quality inspection will be happen. Clear? Any questions here?
No questions, sir.
Okay. Okay then. Then we'll close the call. Okay. So tomorrow.
Please send me the PDF notes, sir.
I will send you. I will send you.
vendor master and the BP business partner.
You just refer the video, no? Just refer the video and do that. I will send you the PPT at the end of the classes. Okay?
Okay.
Because if I send now, then what will be happen? The half of that only it is there. Half of then again you will be missing that. So you'll be having the duplicates presentation, right? So I'll send you. I'll send you when the at least the basic process and at least the important topics was completed. Then I will send you. Okay? Clear? Okay then. Any no questions?